Welcome to Destination Everywhere International. We're Mandy and Orlando, and we're here to show you around Argentina. Just so we know where we are, Argentina is right here in South America. Its capital is Buenos Aires, and in the last video we explored the northern part of the city and the Tigre Delta. This video is Buenos Aires Part 2, the southern part of the city, because there's so much more to see. Coming up, the Madero Port, the Pink House, Army Square, SanTelmo Fair, La Boca, and a taste of tango and football. But first, we start at the port, Puerto Madero, a commercial district of converted warehouses with waterfront coffee shops and bars, and a lively place to visit day or night. One of the port's main attractions is the Women's Bridge, El Puente de la Mujer. It's a swing bridge to allow boats to pass through, and it was created by Spanish architect Santiago Calatrava in 1998 to look like a couple dancing the tango. Are you getting that? Me neither. Time to get nautical at the museum aboard the President Sarmiento. It's an Argentine Navy ship that sailed around the world but never actually went to war. You can climb aboard for free, and it's $5 to go down to the galley for more history, but we preferred to admire it from afar. That's to say, from the bar. Well, it would have been rude not to. They had happy hour. So this is our first beer in Argentina. So cheers, Buenos Aires. Opposite the Women's Bridge, you'll see a pink house, La Casa Rosada. This girly Barbie pink palace is the Argentinian president's office. And guess who painted it pink? The ship's namesake, President Sarmiento. The gardens at the back sit on the Plaza de Mayo, that's May Square. It's a meeting place, a good spot to feed the pigeons, and it's not uncommon to see demonstrators shouting at the government. And if you're lucky, someone will always be dancing the tango. Before we leave the square, let's just pop into the Metropolitan Cathedral behind us. It's the one that looks like a Greek temple with those 12 neoclassical columns. That's the 12 disciples, FYI. Two noteworthy facts. Guess who used to give Mass here? The Pope. Yes, Pope Francis, formerly known as Archbishop Jorge Bergoglio of Buenos Aires. The cathedral's other claim to fame is its massive organ. Made in Germany, the Walker organ boasts some 3,500 pipes. We're going for a stroll now in the gardens along the Paseo Colón, so we're retracing our steps towards the river, to the backside of the Pink House. This time, we're heading south towards Army Square, Plaza de las Armas, and our first monument commemorates the Malvinas Islands. If you've never heard of the Malvinas, they're also known as the Falklands. Reminders of the war in 1982 are everywhere, like this one on the other side of Army Square. It's called Monument to the Heroes of the Malvinas. Right behind our soldier is the Ministry of Defense, this architecturally stunning building with the black roof. Remember we saw it from the river? Its neighbour is just as gorgeous. It's French neoclassical, and it's the old customs building. And guess who stands in front of it? President Juan Perón, aka Evita's husband. There he is. We leave all things military and political and cross the river for a nice surprise. A nature reserve called Costanera Sur, and we're cruising along its riverside walk, the Paseo de la Gloria. It's a great place to walk, cycle, or stop for a snack. Even if you don't cross over into the nature reserve itself, there's plenty to see from the Paseo. Wildlife, bronze sculptures of sports heroes, skyscrapers, and another reminder of the war. This strange abandoned bus. If you're in town at the weekend, the place to be is SanTelmo Fair and Square. Why? Because there's a fair on Sundays, and in the square, there's dancing. If you only have time to see one place in Buenos Aires, it's SanTelmo, a bohemian neighborhood of cobbled streets, cafes, bars, and murals. We'll see more of Maradona later. One of the main tourist attractions is the parish church of San Pedro González Telmo, with its little museum at the side. And if you like museums, there's a free prison museum right next door. Or you can take a guided tour of Casa Minima, SanTelmo's tiniest house at only 2.5 meters wide. But most people come for the markets, and there are two. Mercado de SanTelmo is the indoor market, open every day, located on Defensa Street. It's hundreds of tiny stalls selling everything from paintings and crafts to collectibles, curios and memorabilia, and crafts including Argentinian leather. You can buy fruit and veg, and it's a great place to eat too. And don't miss the French bakery Merci for croissants and cakes. You're welcome. Just had breakfast, but I saw this passion fruit cake in this SanTelmo antiques market, so I've got to have it. Passion fruit is my favorite. Love it. I also love big fat sizzling sausages, especially sausage sandwiches. That's choripan in Argentina. And luckily, we found a place that specializes, the Choripaneria. Washed down with some Argentinian Quilmes beer, and we are two happy campers. And while we're in a party mood, let's show you the streets of SanTelmo after the sun goes down. People love to eat al fresco, and there are plenty of cafes and restaurants to choose from. And as the night goes on, locals and tourists spill out of the bars. SanTelmo is heaving, and people are lining up to get into the clubs. Others are chilling on their doorsteps, having a smoke and a chat to end the perfect Saturday night. And then it's Sunday, time for the weekly outdoor market, SanTelmo Fair. It's a fair, flea market, antiques market, all rolled into one. So this is the real Feria de SanTelmo on a Sunday, once a week. And the number of tents goes on all down the street. All the way down here and right the way to the end of that street. I don't know how we're going to make it all. Time to go shopping and see what we can find. Ooh, colourful bottles. Bags that look like records. Oops, it says no photos. Sorry. Oh, and you've got to get your own personal yerba mate cup. But there's so many to choose from. Maybe I fancy a bit of local art. Oh yes, this is what I want. A messy football shirt, the perfect Argentinian souvenir. And I've got to get these socks to match. Freshly squeezed orange juice. Don't mind if I do. Wow, 4 oranges. Drink my vitamin C. Like 7 oranges. There's enough for a whole family. Okay. 1,200, which is about half a litre. Oh, I needed that. And now you're in for a treat. Dorrego Plaza. last tango of the day and it's time to go home. The vendors have packed up their wares and the sun is setting on another Feria de SanTelmo. It's a new day in Buenos Aires, so grab your coffee and meet us in Plaza General Martin. That's here. And surprise, we're doing a bike tour today. Yes, we are. At $35, it's one of the most economical ways to see it all, and it comes with a local guide who's full of knowledge and passion. It's only a 4-hour tour, and it's an easy ride, mostly flat, and it's a great bit of exercise, which means you can eat more empanadas later. We're cycling to La Boca, the most colourful neighbourhood in the city, full of culture and history. But not all of its history is colourful. The atrocity that took place in this next stop is a black stain on Argentinian history. Club Atletico. Hidden under the 25th of May highway are the ruins of secret torture chambers used during the military dictatorship spanning 7 years from 1976 to 1983. A period known as the Dirty War. Dirty because anyone opposing the regime was kidnapped and taken to this underground detention center known as Club Atletico, where they were tortured and murdered. 30,000 Argentinians just disappeared. This historical site is difficult to find because it's covered up literally by the highway built over it, and figuratively in that it's not on the map as Club Atletico, it comes up as Memory Walk. But the words on the sidewalk say it all. Nunca más. Never again. We continue our bike tour into La Boca, which literally means the mouth, because it sits on the mouth of the Riachuelo River. That's this super filthy port settled by Asian and European immigrants in the late 1800s. It's the birthplace of the tango, and the murals all over the neighborhood reflect the culture of the immigrants, the dancers, the artists, and its most famous resident. Yes, La Boca was the hometown of Maradona, the world's most famous footballer, and here he's next to Angelic, unlike these two. As you cruise the streets, you'll notice the colours start to change and the bars, restaurants and apartment buildings turn blue and yellow. You're on the home turf of the CABJ football team, Club Atletico Boca Juniors, and this is their stadium, La Bombonera, or the Candy Box as it's affectionately known. It's dedicated to the founders and to the people, to the artists and the idols of the tango and of football, who made La Boca both a destination and a myth. These Argentinians are absolutely nuts about their football. There's the stadium in the background. Football everywhere. All kinds of stuff you never knew you wanted. It's so vibrant here. El Caminito. How colourful is this? It's one of the most famous streets in Buenos Aires. Are you wondering how this neighbourhood got to be so colourful? Apparently it was the Italians who used leftover paint, wood and corrugated iron from their shipyards to build their homes. Genius! Everywhere you look, it's a colourful feast for the eyes. Want to learn how to do the tango? The dancers on the street will teach you. Or you can watch for free in the cafes. But if you want to see the best tango show in the whole of Buenos Aires, treat yourself to a night out at Señor Tango. It's an experience of a lifetime. Does this entrance look familiar to you? So classy, it's just gorgeous.
Buenas noches.
Buenas noches.
Buenas noches.
Get there early so you have time to take photos and drink the bottle of Argentinian Malbec included in the price. For an evening of tango, wine, and a 3-course steak dinner, the price was a little over $100 and worth every penny. This is an evening celebrating Argentina, and it's world class. And sadly, this is our last day and our last supper. I think we might want to eat here. This looks very good. Oh my goodness, look at that. Wow. Oh wow, look at this. Did not know all this was back here. More sausages here. El Paraíso. Oh yeah, this is where we're going to eat. Wow. Gracias. In case you didn't know, this is Asado. It's grilled. It is delicious. It's what you have to have if you come to Argentina. Okay, this is the last mouthful. Can't go wrong with sausage. There's more? Well, it would be rude for me not to have that last little bit. I'm going to do it. I've got room for just this last little bit, and then we're leaving Argentina. No more meat for a month. Okay, I'm done. I made a valiant effort, but I just can't eat anymore. And now I think I need to put my head down. We hope you've had fun sightseeing with us in La Boca and around Buenos Aires. Cheers to you, and if you've enjoyed watching this video, we invite you to subscribe to our channel, Destination Everywhere. And please check out our other international videos and our road trips around the United States. You'll find all the links below. Thank you for letting us share the world with the world, and we'll see you in the next video.